Where are we heading today, Ol?
We're heading out towards Wood's End today, going up towards Trentham Falls.
And what's out that way? Is it just the waterfalls, or is there forest area? Or
There's the waterfalls, there's a couple of little bit of pine forest area as well, it's pretty cool to go to. However, there might be some fog down that way as well, we can check that out. And yeah, there's a couple of cool little townships and whatnot, so it should be a good day.
yeah.
Trentham is a small town in the Shire of Hepburn and Shire of Moorabool in Victoria. At the 2016 census, Trentham had a population of 1,180. Located at an altitude of 700 metres, the town is 97 kilometres northwest of Melbourne. Although pastoral runs were taken up in the area as early as 1838, Trentham was first settled by gold prospectors in the 1850s, and later developed for its timber resources from the surrounding Wombat State Forest.
I went to Kmart and I found Doc Martens that were in the shape of bucket.
Welcome to the Falls. Get soaked by the spray from lush Trentham Falls, Victoria's highest single drop waterfall. Formed some 5 million years ago by molten lava rapidly cooling as it flowed along the old Colaburn River Valley. Trentham Falls plunges 32 metres over basalt columns onto the quartz gravel below. Deep in the Wombat State Forest, this moss-covered wonderland is especially magical in winter when every sleek rock and fern frond drips with water. The Trentham Falls Reserve, located on the Great Dividing Range, protects original vegetation in the area including manna gum, messmate and narrow-leaved peppermint. Enjoy a picnic by the river. There are plenty of facilities including picnic tables, barbecues and toilets nearby. Or embark on one of the scenic walking tracks in the surrounding forest. The walking tracks will only get you so close to the waterfall, and being the adventurers that we are, we decided to take the less travelled route. There are plenty of signs and warnings to say, do not pass this point, do not scale the side of the cliff. Entering is at your own risk. Taking all that into mind, we decided to jump the fence and walk down to the mouth of the waterfall. I must warn you, however, if you do decide to go to Trentham Waterfall and do decide to walk down, I would advise against it if you do not have the appropriate footwear, such as climbing shoes, or at least shoes that have a lot of grip on them, as the rocks and surrounds of the waterfall on the way up and down are very slippery due to the constant water interaction and moss. A railway line arrived in Trentham in 1880. At its peak, it carried up to 21,000 tonnes of freight, which were mostly timber annually, from the surrounding national forests. The station once had a timber tramway which transported the timber to the goods platform. In the 1950s, however, the railway declined as better roads were being built to connect the town with the major settlements of Victoria, and was closed down in the mid-1970s. The station is now the Trentham Agricultural and Railway Museum, with the restored station building, the mainly intact yard with some rolling stock, and an original platform in good condition. Potato growing, due to a fertile strip of red volcanic soil, grazing and tourism later became the mainstays of the town's economy. Trentham is also home to a number of pine plantations. Located next to the golf course, the plantations were planted in the early 1980s with the intention of providing an aesthetic value to the course as well as a long-term timber resource that would provide income to the club. This was our next stop, and unfortunately where my camera died. Unfortunately, that's about all I have time for today, travellers, but I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. And as always, this is an Aussie Abroad, signing off.